My work motto is everything counts. My life motto is more good times.
He was the wolf who never slept. He was the man who smashed through the door with an axe in The Shining, screaming, "Here's Johnny." He was the rebel in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and the joker who danced with the devil in the pale moonlight.
I would say, throughout, I've had a fairly easy life, really, when you get down to it.
For 50 years, Jack Nicholson was the heartbeat of Hollywood. He was the electric current running through Los Angeles, sitting courtside at every Lakers game, screaming at the refs, living a life of excess that most men only dream of. He was untouchable. He was wild. He was Jack. But today, the party is over.
I may be godless, I may be faithless. I still pray that they can hear me.
High up on Mulholland Drive, inside a sprawling fortress worth over $100 million, the laughter has stopped. The man who once defined charisma is now virtually invisible. At 88 years old, reports from his inner circle are chilling. They say he spends his days sitting on his balcony, staring at the canyon, watching the sun go down on a world he no longer recognizes. Friends are worried. They whisper that he is living like a ghost, fearing he is following in the tragic footsteps of his neighbor, Marlon Brando, destined to die alone in a mansion filled with memories. Behind the sunglasses and the legendary smirk lies a brutal reality. The women are gone, the best friends have passed away, and the razor-sharp mind that gave us the greatest performances in cinema history is reportedly fading into the cruel fog of dementia. In this video, we walk through the empty halls of Jack Nicholson's final days. We will uncover the truth about his reclusive life, the secret daughter he allegedly refuses to acknowledge, and the tragic reason why the ultimate ladies' man is now facing his end completely alone. Help us keep these legends alive. Please hit that subscribe button right now to honor Jack's legacy.
Both my parents have been dead for a while. Rest in peace.
To understand the deafening silence of his end, we must first understand the chaos of his beginning. Because the truth is, Jack Nicholson was born into a lie. For the first 37 years of his life, Jack lived in a manufactured reality. He grew up believing that Ethel was his mother, and the vibrant young June was his older sister. He loved them. He trusted them. It wasn't until 1974, when Jack was already a global superstar, that a Time magazine reporter called with a question that shattered his world. The reporter had dug into birth records and found the impossible truth. June was not his sister. June was his mother. She gave birth as a teenager, and to hide the shame, the family lied. They raised him to believe his grandmother was his mom. By the time Jack found out, both women were dead. He never got the chance to hear his real mother say, "I am your mother." Imagine the toll of that betrayal. You are the biggest star on the planet, yet the foundational truth of your existence is a fiction. Jack publicly played it cool, saying, "I was very impressed by their ability to keep the secret. It's done great things for me." But that kind of primal betrayal creates a man who learns to wear a mask permanently. It creates a man who can charm everyone, but trusts no one. It taught him that love comes with secrets. Perhaps that is why he became the wolf. He clawed his way up from the MGM mailroom, dreaming of something bigger. He took the B-movies and rejections until 1969's Easy Rider shot him into the stratosphere. From that moment on, the boy who was a lie became the king of Hollywood. But the mask never came off.
I guess the only real danger here is after this I'll fall in love with myself.
He collected Oscars like stamps. 3 wins, 12 nominations. He was the only actor who could make insanity look charming. But while his career soared, his personal life was a hurricane. He was the ultimate bachelor, the Mulholland man. He dated the most beautiful women in the world, treating romance like a sport. Yet there was one anchor, Anjelica Huston. For 17 turbulent years, she was the constant in his chaotic orbit. She tolerated his wandering eye and his moods. She loved him. And for a long time, Jack loved her back in the only way he knew how. But Jack couldn't stop being Jack. He couldn't silence the need for more freedom and chaos. The relationship ended in the most Nicholson way possible. Over a casual dinner, he dropped a bomb. He told her, "Someone is going to have a baby." That someone was Rebecca Broussard, his best friend's daughter. Anjelica left him. It broke her heart. But deep down, it broke his too. Years later, in a rare moment of vulnerability, Jack admitted, "I'm not good at being alone. But I made a mistake. I destroyed the best thing I ever had." For decades, the noise masked the loneliness. The parties, the drugs, the courtside cheers, It was all a shield. It was easy to ignore the silence when the music was loud, but eventually, the music stops, and you are left with the mess you made.
I had the good fortune to not be successful immediately, so I had 10, 12 years of envy.
The decline didn't happen overnight. It was a slow, painful fade. The last time we saw Jack Nicholson on screen was in 2010, in How Do You Know? It was a quiet exit for a loud man. No press conference, no farewell tour. He just stopped. He retreated up the hill to Mulholland Drive, locking the gates. Why? For years, rumors swirled. Sources close to him whispered the word no one wanted to hear: memory. Reports surfaced that during his final years, Jack struggled to remember lines. The razor-sharp mind that delivered the ferocious monologues of a few good men was reportedly betraying him. He needed cues. He needed help. The tool of his trade, his mind, was becoming blunt. He turned down roles. He stopped calling agents back. But the most visible sign of retreat was at the Lakers games. For 30 years, Jack Nicholson courtside was a Los Angeles landmark. He was there for the championships and the glory. But then the seat sat empty. Game after game, season after season, the absence was louder than any cheer. In 2023, photos emerged of him on his balcony. His hair was messy, eyes distant. The tabloids called it disheveled Jack. But his true fans saw a lion in winter. We saw a man simply tired of performing for a world that had moved on. He isn't living like a hermit because he hates the world. He is living like a hermit to protect his dignity. He doesn't want us to see the wolf toothless. He wants us to remember him as he was, dangerous and alive. But the tragedy of Jack Nicholson isn't just aging, it is isolation. He has 5 legitimate children who visit him, but there is a shadow, a daughter named Tessa Grin, born from a fling in the 90s. Jack has never publicly acknowledged her. She recently spoke out, calling herself collateral damage of his lifestyle. It paints a picture of a man adored by millions, yet keeping his own blood at arm's length. A close insider recently told Radar Online, Jack's socializing days are long gone. His kids visit, but his greatest fear is dying alone in that house. That house has become a character in his final act. It is the same estate where his friend Marlon Brando spent his final, reclusive years. They were neighbors, the bad boys of Mulholland Drive. But Brando is gone. Warren Beatty is gone. Now neighbors say the house feels like a mausoleum. Jack once said in a poignant interview, "I would love that one last romance, but I'm not very realistic about it happening. What I can't deny is my yearning." Think about the weight of those words. The man who defined seduction, now sitting alone in a $100 million mansion, yearning for a connection that will likely never come. It is the ultimate irony. He conquered Hollywood, but he couldn't conquer the silence. Jack Nicholson is 88 years old. The clock is ticking, and the sun is setting low over the Hollywood hills. We may never see him on the red carpet again. We may never hear that iconic laugh echo through a cinema speaker again. And perhaps that is okay. He has given us enough. He gave us Randall McMurphy, Jack Torrance, and Colonel Jessup. He gave us a lifetime of rebellion, showing us that it's okay to be a little crazy, a little wild, and a little broken. But as he sits on that balcony, feeling the cool California breeze, we hope he knows one thing. He is not alone. He is with us. In every frame, in every memory he planted in our collective consciousness, he is the wolf who will never truly die. Jack, if you are watching from up on that hill, thank you. To all the fans, don't let his legacy fade. Share this video. Leave a comment below. What is your favorite Jack Nicholson line? Let's fill the comments with love for the Wolf of Hollywood. Subscribe to The Seventh Lens for more tributes to the legends who built this town. Good night, Jack, and thank you.